From Hollywood, California, welcome to Reza Riffs with your host, Keith Reza.
Hello, my friend.
Hey, Geoffrey. How are you, buddy?
Always good. You know that.
Yeah. So I got rid of Zoom and I went to Riverside because I have a producer on the show. She does the edits and stuff. So
that's who I just met.
That's the producer.
Right.
Yeah. She's great.
Well, good. I'm not, I'm sure Zoom has got some corporate things that I probably don't love either.
So how are you doing?
I'm good, man. You are 11 o'clock. Those are stand-up comic time.
Oh, yeah.
I've been up 6 hours and 16 minutes into my day at this point.
We could have done it earlier if you wanted.
No, it's cool. I respect the comic timing. Trust me, I know. I mean, I get up ridiculously early, so I get up at like 4:44 every day.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask you this because we're best friends. Have you ever gone to a movie and just like not because the movie was boring, you just fell asleep in the movie like at the theater?
Of course. You know what's worse? What's worse is, and this has happened a couple of times as I have aged, and so my friends may know what I'm talking about, but hopefully not. It's worse when you go see a friend's play.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and you fall asleep live in the audience, and they're on stage. That's happened a couple times too. So. And
then you're like, "Oh, you were great."
Well, you're gonna say that anyway. That's already a locked-in thing.
I've fallen asleep at movies, like if they were boring or whatever. But last night I went to a movie, because I just haven't been feeling good the past couple of days. So I went to a movie to try and get out of the house, and I went to go see Dracula. Right. Okay. Now bear with me on this for a sec. So I went to go see Dracula,
not Frankenstein. Okay, I didn't know there was a new Dracula.
Yeah, there's a new Dracula, and the reason why I wanted to go see it because in all the Dracula movies I've ever seen, there's this great sex scene, right, where there's like 3 vampires trying to like bite this guy, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to see this sex scene. So I go in, I buy my popcorn and my drink, right. And then the trailers start, and I just fall asleep. And then
You're in the trailers.
Yeah. So I wake up in the middle of this Dracula thing, and it's already like halfway after the because I've read the book, so I know when the sex scene is. It's already way after.
No.
Yeah. So I was like, what a jit, man! I paid $40 to see this, right?
Right.
So I was just like, I have no interest in seeing this, so I left. You know what I mean?
That's okay. I guess if it's a Dracula movie, it's redundant to say this sucks.
Yeah, but I was just like, oh man. So like it was just one of those weirdest feelings where like I've never, because usually I'll stay and watch something even if I wake up, but I was just like, yeah, I'm over.
Dude, at Christmas time I took one for the team, for the family, and like we all went to go see whatever the latest Avatar movie is. I've never seen an Avatar movie till I saw this movie, so obviously I was very confused why, not spoiler alert for anybody, but why Sigourney Weaver was standing there at the end of the thing going, okay, did I miss Sigourney Weaver? Anyway, is she a demigod or something? Why is Sigourney Weaver here? Oh, that's right. It's a Cameron movie. Of course, she's got to be here.
Yeah.
If it's a Cameron movie, James Cameron, just put Sigourney Weaver in the end, then it all makes sense.
Yeah.
But I fell asleep during that for sure.
Yeah.
People are going, well, I don't know, that badass dude. The guy's like, I don't know if you saw it, but the badass warrior dude, like,
yeah,
he must have been intense on set. I go, on set? It's Stephen Lang. Stephen Lang is older than me, so this is all. You're not getting it. Avatar. These are not real.
Yeah.
So, there's going to be a resort soon that's going to have like all that stuff. They're going to have an Avatar resort.
Oh, for
you
sure.
Go swim underneath and fly on things. And, yeah.
So I did see the first Avatar, and I mean it was whatever, but I think the reason why people like it is because the visual effects
Yeah,
of like,
no, we saw it at one of those huge,
yeah,
gigantic new movie theater things down here, and literally, I felt sad because they just opened this place, and
yeah,
this is like state of the art. Everything is like, dude, nobody comes.
yeah.
It's like you have this beautiful thing and nobody's here. It's like,
It's crazy.
and then there's no indication that anybody is going to start coming. So,
Well,
oh, wow.
as an actor though, do you think that that's because maybe the storytelling, like the writers or whatever, are kind of relying more on these effects, or how do you?
No, I think it's more people just don't, they have their gigantic screens at home and they don't really feel like spending $40,
Yeah,
and they don't really feel like leaving their comfort of their mega mansion, and why bother? So that's really sad for me because to me, speaking of the theater and of movies, I was talking about this the other night. To me, it's kind of it's like end of an era in a way that what used to be great about going to the movies and what is still great about going to the theater is the communal experience.
right.
Is being together. A great comedy, you're laughing together, you're laughing out loud. A tragedy, you're crying together, you're crying out loud. In theater, that still exists, but in the movies, it doesn't anymore. So there's you're just there at home with yourself or somebody else or whatever, but there's no communal experience. There's no, that human experience of people gathering in a place. I mean, to me, the theater, New
Yeah,
York theater, Broadway theater, London theater, not LA theater so much, is about as close to church I get.
really.
Yeah, it's like, to me, it's just it's a forum for storytelling. It's a forum for political change. It's a forum for just coming together. It's a forum for comedy, laughter, music. It's all very, and it goes way so far back. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's kind of like stand up in a way because I mean, we're friends on Instagram where you see all these reels of comedians.
yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
I gotta tell you, Jeffrey, like some of these reels, like because I know this because I do stand up, and
Right, right.
I'm not afraid to say it, but these comedians fucking suck, and
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like
they
they
do.
they like get these millions of reels, and I think that kind of destroys live comedy in a way because you expect, oh, I could go see this guy because he was funny online, and then you see him live, you're
And he's
like,
not
what?
funny in person.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and I told you the other night I was just sitting at Hugo's because I had a screening of a movie I just finished, a rough cut first draft at the Soho House, not dropping Hollywood names at all, but literally. So I went to Hugo's to get something to eat because I was way early, and I was sitting next to Josh Adam Myers, who happened to be. They put me next to him in Hugo's
yeah,
because he has a service dog, and like there's this one corner. They go, "Well, does the service dog bother you?" I go, "No, I love dogs. That's great." And it ended up being Josh, and he knew me from Young Guns and from Gump. So
nice.
he goes, "Excuse me, but you're liking two of my very favorite seminal 80s, 90s movies, Young Guns and Gump." And I go, "Oh yeah, cool, man." Like, and we ultimately ended up having like an hour and a half lunch together, basically.
Oh, nice.
What a funny guy! What a great guy! And then he invited me that night to the Comedy Store with the Poly side, the Poly booth, and then he actually basically just came and got me, and he was hosting the whole night. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
But Bill Burr was the kind of the headliner. And so he came and got me, and I got to experience what your life is a little bit because I hung out in the green room with all these comics, and Jelly Roll's manager was there. It was just a really cool experience, and but I did get to see the back workings. It's a totally different energy behind that curtain.
yeah. Did it make
You
you
know,
think, okay, maybe I should do stand up now? Because I've been
I
trying
don't
to
know.
get you to do it for a
Yeah, I
while.
think I would. I think I would be good at it.
Yeah,
I do. I think I would have to really think about. Yeah, I think I would be very good at it, particularly in this political time. I think I would be particularly good at it.
Yeah.
I probably would never work at CBS ever again, but
Yeah. Well, I mean,
because my take on the, I could probably right now, I could walk down. I live right near the one in Hermosa. I could probably not the right audience for it, but I could probably right now go down and do at least 30 minutes on Pam Bondi yesterday, just on her alone. It's just,
well, see, that is the one thing I love about comedy because it doesn't matter what side of the political sense someone is, you can
Right.
always make jokes about both sides. And
Absolutely.
I think that that's why comedy is so great. Where like, one person says one thing and then one thing, I enjoy both of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's
Yeah, yeah.
like it's just laughter to me. So like, I
Right.
think that's great.
Well, the red hat side makes joke of themselves every day, so it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, right. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
Yeah.
But when you saw Josh, you didn't say, "Oh, I was also in Mighty Joe Young," because I was watching that the other day, and I saw you. I was like, "My boy Geoffrey."
There he is. Yeah, pretty much. If I guess pretty much if you look in the '90s and it's a Bill Paxton movie, a Tom Hanks movie, or an Emilio Estevez movie, there's probably a very good chance that I'm in it.
Yeah.
So, and that was such a fun movie to do, actually. Except for I lost Saving Private Ryan because of it, but that's a long story.
Oh, tell it. You were up for
No,
saving.
no. It's just basically what happened was I was supposed to be in it in the another Tom Hanks movie, but basically the this was before they had CGI and all that. So
Right.
basically, we were reliant upon a gigantic Rick Baker mechanical monkey.
Right.
That huge ape was really there was like people who operated it and it was electric and it
Oh.
broke down all the time.
Yeah, I
So
bet
we
it did. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're sitting around for we're days and days behind. So ultimately did not get to do the other movie because we were overscheduled. But
And then Tom Hanks cast Vin Diesel for your role and Saving
I
Private
think it was Max Martini actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think basically what happened was get me the other guy from Contact. That may not be the case. I don't even remember what the part was, but that's always been, at least that's my hyperbolist folklore of it.
Yeah.
Which you always have to preface any of the podcasts with, after 40 years in Hollywood, right, the stories we tell, which is what we do on sets, we just tell stories after stories, they tend to become hyperbole and a bit embellished because you realize, well, maybe if I added this little bit to it, you don't even realize it didn't happen that way. It does make for a better story and get a better laugh. So
Yeah, definitely.
it is almost comedic in a way. So like I'm starting, which I say all the time, reminds me of that commercial right now that the annoying one where the guy keeps saying they're going to remodel the kitchen.
Yeah.
And it follows them over like 10 years. They're going to remodel the kitchen. Oh, it's a funny commercial. But that's kind of me with my one-man show. I think I've been saying this for 10 years that I'm writing a one-person show, but I've been saying annoyingly for 10 years, and there's only little pieces here and little pieces there and little pieces there. So
I think a one man show. Of course, when you say one man show, I'm opening up for you. But I think you would be great at that because you're such a great storyteller.
Well, that's the point, but that's why what brought up the hyperbole part. And I think the one part I do know what I just basically said, that would be the start of the show. I'm about to tell you things that are stories. Yeah, some of them are mostly about my life, but also about my journeys through 42 years of Hollywood. There will be a Charlie Sheen story here or there. I got to check the documentary to make sure it wasn't already told. But take it all as, for a while there, I was going to call it hyperbole because our stories, there's always going to be a 90, 80% grain of truth in it. But then there's also going to be 20% memory, embellishment. Does that get a better laugh? That's not exactly the way it happened, but it's funny if you say it that way.
Yeah, if you twist
I'm
it.
sure that's true with your comics as well.
Yeah, I mean, because every joke I feel has truth in it, but sometimes the truth isn't funny, so you have to twist it a little.
Right.
So
exactly.
That's very interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You should also write a book. You would be great at that, right?
There's a guy who's approached me. He's in Australia. His name's James Mills, but he's writing a book right now about the making of Young Guns, the movie.
Nice.
He's a Western historian. He just sent me his book about Billy the Kid. But I've been along with John Fusco, who wrote the movie Young Guns 1 and 2. I've been kind of coordinating him, getting him in touch with Lou and Dermot and those people to get their insight into the book. And then we've been talking a lot and become friends. And he said, well, after this, I want to write your story.
Well, that would be great.
Yeah.
Because
I do have an interesting story. I mean, son of a CIA agent. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
So.
but like you and I, we've had talks where like, you're the guy, the other guy. And
yeah, no, that's the title of the book. The title of the book is No, I'm the Other Guy.
Yeah, and I think that's great,
Yes.
But speaking of Young Guns,
Yes, sir.
we've talked about Young Guns, but I heard they're making a third one. Are you going to get involved in that?
Only as a friend.
Yeah.
I've been cheerleading Emilio along the whole way, listening to his ideas and his thoughts. Yeah, the script is pretty much completed. Scripts are never completed.
Yeah.
And it looks like financing is, I don't want to speak out of turn, but yeah, it's going to definitely happen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, none of us are alive. So
yeah, there's no way they could bring you back, right?
No, none of us. They're all the only two people who survived either franchise are the Crispin Glover, not Crispin Glover. When he was great and young, can you imagine him in young? Yeah, wow, are you shooting at me, Billy? Are you shooting at me? Oh my God, I can't believe it! Oh, is that a gun? Oh my God! Oh my goodness, that's a very big horse. Oh, should I kick it? Like
I've been trying to get Crispin on this show.
Oh, that would be a ride for sure. I did a mini series with him for 10 months in Durango, Mexico, with Bill Paxton, of course. And oh man, this is great. Yeah, what a big Western. That's a big horse. But
do I shoot Billy?
Yeah, are you Billy? Wow, you don't look like a Billy. Crispin Slater and Lou Diamond are the only two original cast members that are still alive.
Oh, nice, cool.
All the rest are dead.
Yeah, well, they could always bring you up, the traitor, Huh?
His twin brother. Hey there, Billy. Did you kill my twin brother?
And then Crispin shows up. Is this Billy?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Yeah, man. I'm doing my Jack Nicholson thing, but on a horse.
Oh my God! Speaking of Jack Nicholson, they just released an article saying he wants to come back into movies, but then like you heard he has dementia and he can't remember stuff, but he still wants to come back. So how does he remember he was in movies? I don't like.
There's your new joke.
Yeah, like I'm very confused by this whole Jack Nicholson thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't handle the truth.
Geoffrey, who is the most I hate to put you on the spot on names, but you could probably clean it up a little with like the horror or whatever. But who's the most intensive actor you've ever had a scene with? And did it make you a better actor, or did you feel like, oh, this is kind of bullyish in a way?
I could tell you, he's not intense in a bullyish way, but I can tell, and it was actually one of the most exciting acting experiences was when I got to work with Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh,
the guy who plays Gus on Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he to me, he was one of the most focused, giving, amazing actors to ever work with. He's so present and he's so focused and so intense, and there's no room for bullshit.
Yeah.
None. It's just get to work.
Yeah.
And it's all about the work, and it's all about, he's literally, to me, he's the most professional, and it's literally about the work. There's no sitting around and bullshitting at lunch. We when we were working, we'd go to lunch and go to his trailer and work on the next scene.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that I appreciate. I would work with him anywhere, anytime, any place.
Oh, so when you worked with him, you didn't have an opportunity to be like, hey, you want to do my podcast?
I'll do my friend's podcast. No, but he did do I did a thing during the pandemic that was kind of pre-podcast, a thing called the Working Actor's Journey, and it was a Zoom show.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it
Yeah,
when
and
the
I
Ukraine had. Yeah.
yeah, I had him on one of them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was pretty great. So,
Ah, you should do that again. Like.
yeah, we'll do it, but we'll do it as a podcast. But there's like 3 million podcasts. It's like, hey, my grocery checkout at Trader Joe's. Hey, you want to be on my podcast? Yeah, let's talk about bagging groceries. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like it's kind of I do agree. There's so many podcasts, but I think like uniqueness is very important.
Yeah,
and like you have a very uniqueness thing. You know what I mean? So like that would
as to
work.
you, my friend, as to why I'm here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I love.
Well, it's because you're only here because you're my best friend. I mean, yeah.
How about your podcast with John Cusack was fantastic.
Oh, thank you, Geoffrey. Oh my God,
I know it was a dream of yours, and I know it's something you had been wanting to do for a long time. But you killed it, man. And he's so cool. I've only ever met him like once or twice, way back in our early days. I worked with his. I was trying to figure out his sister Anne and I think we played husband and wife on something, but I'm not sure which one of the episodics it was. I don't know if it was a hospital show. I don't know, but we did play husband and wife on something, or maybe or colleagues, something. She's great.
She's one, like I'm pretty tight with Anne, and
she's great.
That might have had something to do with John doing it, but like I never asked Anne because I don't like asking people. Like I find it very uncomfortable. Like if they offer, it's fine, but like I didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? So like
no, it was really good, and he was really taken with you, and I was very proud of you. And the questions you asked were smart. You were so not. I mean, I didn't even know about 900% of those films that you mentioned. Now I have to go back and visit them.
Yeah.
I just thought you were really attentive and really, and you were so charming in your pursuit of more work.
Yeah.
I mean, you must have booked 37 different more appearances just in one interview, which is an art, my friend.
Well, thank you. But yeah, I mean, but you know what's weird is because like, I wish Norm was still alive because in my career there's very few things I'm very proud of. Like I'm very proud of my special, and I'm very proud of my interview with Cusack, and Norm was my best friend, and I feel he would have been so proud of that interview because he tried to get Cusack on his podcast and it was like we had a Cusack bond, you know what I mean?
Right. I can't believe you got him on your contact. That's unbelievable. I mean, Cusack, what do you have that I don't have? Okay, what am I supposed to get? Am I supposed to get this thing you have? Am I supposed to,
Norm would have been like, I don't get it. I'm the fucking famous
I'm
one.
funny, man. So maybe I don't have Asperger's, but jeez.
Norm definitely had Asperger's. He had to have.
Sure.
Yeah.
But he's the worst basketball player of the comics. That's for sure.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, he used to come on the Shandling set and play all the time.
Oh man. So you sent me a pilot that I watched, and I forgot the name of it. But you were the dad. You were like kind of a drunken dad, and your daughter came home.
Well, that was a really cool short pilot, whatever they called it.
What happened to that? Because you were fantastic.
Nothing.
What?
Nobody's ever seen it. Put the word out. It's called A Little Dark. It needs to be in festivals. Nobody's. Yeah, I won some festival. They sent me a trophy, but or a plaque. I think it was a plaque. But yeah, it's so good, and it was just it was such an interesting experience. I was coaching a young actress from that region up in the Northwest, and so I was coaching her, and I read it, and her name's Stella, the girl who's the Stella Taylor, who's the director of it and the writer of it. So I read this script, and I was just helping this girl was auditioning to play the daughter, and I said, "Who wrote this? It's really good writing. I mean, and who's playing the dad?" because this, well, here's the person. They gave me a name of it was a producer or cast somebody, and I basically wrote them a letter and wrote them an email and said, "Hey, I just read this thing. I think the writing is really interesting,
Yeah.
and I think this project is going to hinge on the relationship between this father and this daughter, and get back to me because uh, I'd like to play the father."
Yeah. Did you like pitch yourself? Did you be like,
Not
oh,
even pitch. I said I'd like to play the father. I mean, this was a small.
I'm
little
from
project.
Mighty Joe Young? You didn't say
No,
that?
yeah, Mighty Joe Young. And then I literally within like 10 minutes got a pretty like wait. So you're this guy Andrew's his name Andrew South, and he goes, so you're telling me that Geoffrey Blake from Forrest Gump, Geoffrey Blake from 2-time SAG Award winner, Emmy nominations, that you were willing to come up here to Odessa, Washington, to do this project with us?
Yeah.
And he says, and he goes, we don't really have any money. And I said, did I mention money?
Oh my God.
I said, I didn't mention money. You'll just have to hire me on whatever the minimum SAG contract, $100 a day, whatever it is,
Yeah.
125, I think it is, and then we'll call that a day, and that's all you have to do. So it's not going to cost you any money.
Yeah.
So that's what I ended up doing it, and had a great time, and it's really good work. I'm proud of the work. Nobody's seen it, but
I saw it. It was fantastic. Like,
yeah,
thank
really
you so
is.
much for sending that.
And the girl who's in it, my manager signed her immediately because she's
Oh my God.
fantastic. Yeah. So
when you work with young actors like that, can you kind of tell, like, because you've been in this business for so long, like, can you kind of tell a lack of, like, they have so much talent, like they're not maybe in the right.
It's really, she and I had a great rapport, and from the very first scene where she drives up, and that we shot that first, so that was good. I was very kind, and I said, okay, can we just take a second, because what you did was great, but you're coming at the scene right now at a way that it seems to be written, that you're coming, that you have a chip on your shoulder, that you're confronting me, and I go, we've seen that in movies a million times.
Yeah.
So isn't it going to be more interesting as we go through this entire struggle together, that we look at these two people as two characters who have been hurt so much by each other, but two characters that still at the core of it have a deep love for each other, but don't have the skills or any way to communicate it.
Oh my God.
So everything is hid under anger and all those things, but at the core of it are two people who are trying to make contact but never do.
So
I go back.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
No.
So when you read the script like that and you feel those moments, because I feel like this is going to be a weird question, but
No, not at all.
like let's take this example, because this is probably the best example I have. You ever see Titanic with the Titanic, the movie?
Yeah, I kept looking for Sigourney Weaver in it.
Yeah. So you watch Titanic and Billy Zane's in it, right? And
Yes.
on paper, Billy Zane is the bad guy. But if you keep watching it, he's actually the good guy, because he's actually done nothing wrong. Like, his fiance is cheating on him and all this stuff. And what makes him a bad guy is he tried to shoot him. But that's it. And you look on paper on that, like, you have to watch the movie over and over again and really get a sense of that. Can you get a sense on a script like that, or do you have to read it over and over again?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're talking to a guy who plays a lot of bad guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I guess my question is, do you necessarily think the bad guys are bad?
Well, bad guys don't know they're bad guys.
Yeah.
Unless they're a psychopath.
Right.
Like in Gump, I kept fighting for that one line in the Scream, which was, I don't believe was even in the script. I don't know. I can't say whether it was or not, but it certainly, I kept saying to Bob in that scene where I'm apologizing to her, that I said, well, the thing that we need in this scene is that in my research, any man who's abusive towards a woman, who's physical with a woman, a serial abuser, they have a justification of why they do it.
Right.
They're always repentant in what they're doing it, but they also always have something they blame for doing it.
Yeah.
So when I think we discussed it, and then that just blurted out of my mouth, I would never hurt you. You know that. And then it's just this war and that lying son of a bitch Johnson. So I blame my beating my girlfriend on anti-war protesting.
Right.
So that, again, bad guys don't know they're bad guys. Most of them. Serial killers don't know they're bad guys because they're serial killers. They're psychopaths. A psychopath does not know they're bad. They think they have justification for their psychopathy.
Oh, yeah, it's like Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, he just thinks
exactly.
He just thought he was hungry.
Yeah, and in love with these little boys. But yeah, so no, okay, here's another perfect example.
Yeah.
I just finished a movie called Bound for Glory.
Oh, nice. What's this about? Can you not talk about it yet?
No, I probably shouldn't. But
okay. Next time.
It's two brothers from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Again, I really responded to the script. It was actually sent to me by Dermot Mulroney, who's also in it, but he only had a room in his schedule to do a cameo. And he's really good in the cameo. That was when I went to go see this pre-cut before I met Josh. But I play this, as horrific of a father you can imagine. Just, it's about baseball in that world, an abusive Little League father who's just abusive to his kids. He's mean. He says horrible things. He's physical. He's despicable. He literally is. I was part of the process of watching and reading with the kids on Zoom that they were auditioning. So that was an initial start with them. And then when we got on the set, I asked the director. The directors are young. They're really good. And the script I responded to the script because they're in their 20s. And what I really liked about the kid who's the star and the director, and his brother directs it with him, what I really liked about Michael was that, and Blake Jenner is in it. No relation.
Oh my God.
No relation to the other Jenners.
Oh, okay.
Blake Jenner from Glee. But he's fantastic in it too. So they're all fantastic in it. But what I loved about it was that it's the first time I have a 20-year-old, and reading the script, it was the first time that these 20-year-olds sound like 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
They sound like this generation of 20-year-olds, not like a 40-year or 50-year-old guy writing their generation of 20-year-olds into this generation of 20-year-olds. These sound authentic. But when I got to work with the kids, and I loved working with the kids, I asked the director, I've been doing this for 42 years. I coach a lot of people. I do. So do you mind if I have like 20 minutes just with me and the two kids?
Yeah.
Just so we can talk a little bit about acting, and we can talk a little bit about what to expect today. And he goes, no, that would be great. So I got these two kids, and I think they're 11 or 12, maybe. I think they're 11, 12, somewhere in there. I didn't ask, but young. I said to him, okay, so I'm going to ask a couple of things of you today. First of all, the number one I think is going to be very shocking to you.
Okay.
You know what? I said, what I want you to do today, don't act. I don't want you to act at all.
Yeah.
I want you to just be a kid. That's what you're going to do. I guarantee you've worked on the lines with your mom or your coach or whoever it is. You've memorized them all, and you hear it in your head the way you would like it to be because you're young. Get rid of all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. Because then it's going to sound like you're acting.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, here's the other thing that I run by with the directors, that the chances that I'm actually going to say the exact words that you've learned on the other side from mom or dad is about slim and none.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be this guy clearly in the moment. And right now I'm going to ask both of you permission. I'm not going to hurt you, but I am going to be physical with you. I may grab you. I may shake you. But you won't be hurt. But I'm looking for that reaction, that real reaction of what it is to have an abusive father. And they went with it, and they're great at it.
Oh my gosh.
So they're really good.
So you scarred them for life.
I did. I scarred them for life because what I scarred them to be is they're going to be so excited about it. Here's how I scarred them. They're going to want to be actors the rest of their life. Oh my God. I apologize to the parents in advance.
It's kind of like the whole, Macaulay Culkin Home Alone thing where Joe Pesci was actually really pretty, like he picked him up and he was like biting his finger or whatever, and like
Yeah.
it was like, holy Lord. And Daniel Stern's like, what are you doing? And Joe Pesci's like, I'm scaring him,
I'm scaring him, man. I'm scaring him. Come on, he's a kid. He's getting paid.
He's making more than both of us put together.
Yeah, probably. Look at this kid. This kid's a gazillionaire. So now I don't make as much as Culkin. I don't make as much as De Niro.
Has it ever been your dream, Jeffrey, to like do a project where like, because like I know Gump's been nominated for stuff, but like where you
Nominated? We won.
Oh yeah, you guys won. But where you as an actor, like you got the like that award, like they'd be like, all right, best villain of Forrest Gump, Geoffrey Blake.
I don't know if I have or not. I probably have. If you could look, I know I won the festival for this short. I think I did. I did win the best villain in something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but yeah, awards mean nothing to me. They're like just, great. If you look at the other movies that were nominated that year, oh my God, it's like Shawshank Redemption.
Oh my God.
Quiz Show. There's two more. They're all amazing movies. So
yeah, Shawshank Redemption. I remember that was a great movie.
Quiz Show was one of them. There's two more that
I've never seen Quiz Show. Is that worth seeing?
So good. Yeah,
really?
See Quiz Show. Yes. Great.
I was gonna like say, was it The Lion King? But I thought that
let's
might be
come on now.
Because now I'm curious.
What movies was Forrest Gump up against when it won Best Picture? Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Okay.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Quiz Show. And that's all it's giving me. Thank you, Google, for that partial list.
Oh, how funny would it have been if it said Lion King? I would have been like, whoa!
Pulp Fiction's pretty great. So, yeah, another pretty great one. So there you go.
Have you ever like auditioned for a Tarantino movie, or have you ever?
The very first one.
Yeah. How was that experience like?
I hear from Ionesco's casting, we were a little tiny apartment at Pico Boulevard, but it came down to me and Buscemi for Mr. Pink.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So that I heard, but
you guys are pretty similar actors too.
Actors, but he's much better.
Yeah, but that I could see that. Like that could be like a running up type of thing.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
Yeah.
I just revisited Fargo. He was so good in that movie.
Yeah.
I showed it to my 16-year-old. He dug it.
Yeah. God, man. So you enjoy watching old movies like that? Like it brings back.
Yeah, man. I can't. It's like, think about that. Think of what I just said, and this is no disparage whatsoever. I'm not disparaging the modern day movie making at all. But if you think about it, Quiz Show, Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, all nominated in 1 year for Best Picture.
Yeah.
Right? I can guarantee you that all four of those movies are better than Nora.
Oh, for sure. Or Dracula 2025. Whatever it's called.
Whatever wins, whatever, even, it's like, come on. It's a better movie.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
How about like the working set, like, back when you're on sets like Mighty Joe Young or Forrest Gump, where you're filming scenes compared to sets today? Like, what's a typical work day today compared to back then?
Completely different.
Okay.
Because you got to realize all the ones that you just mentioned, we shot on film.
Right.
So when you shot on film, the day is completely different pace, particularly for an actor, because you have that you have that moment where you could regroup, rethink, redo something while they're switching the mag.
Yeah.
So you can't just continually shoot. And there's always a discussion, well, how much do we have left? How much footage do we have left before we have to switch the magazine? And switching the magazine takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So they have to rethread it. They got to do everything like it. So that was a different rhythm. Whereas now there is no reason to not, very rarely are they shooting just one camera now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you wouldn't shoot one camera. You wouldn't shoot 4 cameras with film in it. That would be deeply expensive. So
really? I thought that this is going to sound stupid, but I thought that that's how films were made. Like,
no, not with. There's usually 2. If there's 2 cameras going at once, that was a luxury. But now there's like, they're shooting 8 cameras. They might as well just take for shooting practical location. Maybe they're taking footage from the ring light as well. Who knows? Or from the Ring camera at the front door. Oh yeah, what did we see on the nest?
That would be interesting.
Yeah, that's a good angle. That's a good lens. It'll be real. Actually, let's shoot the whole movie on the nest.
We gotta talk about hotel cocaine, because.
Okay, okay. I love Chris Brancato. I will preface with that. I do love Chris Brancato.
Like, so you get that, right?
Yes.
And you get a couple episodes, and like you were great in it, but when you were doing it, it'd be like, oh my god, where's all this drugs? You know what I mean? Because it's hotel cocaine.
Yeah, it was supposed to be me and Sam Robarbs, who's Jason Robarb's son. So we were supposed to be, he's the guy who played the CIA guy at the end, right? And I was the DOJ. So we were supposed to be a big part of the story arc in season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so none of it was.
I didn't know there was a season 2.
There wasn't, and we weren't picked up for. There was, but we weren't picked up for a season 2. Okay. So, so that was there was a whole arc that was going forward. There was even a whole arc at one point. No spoiler alert, but the very last takedown scene that my character was actually part of that takedown scene, but then they cut it and made it a different storyline. It had a much more collusion between governmental agencies with the whole hotel trafficking, with the whole coke trafficking. Now, the hotel itself actually existed. That was an actual place. The hotel manager, the character that Danny Pino, who's fabulous, plays, was an actual manager of this hotel in Miami. And the storylines were all true. And Yul Vasquez, who also is fantastic in it, very good friend of mine now since then. Yeah. He's fantastic. You should have him on here. I'll try to get that to happen.
Yeah. I want everybody on. Just yeah.
We shot in the Dominican Republic, which was another really interesting cultural experience. Didn't suck to be right across the street from these beautiful beaches and really beautiful people. I'm a baseball fan, so the entire island is, as you fly over it, is literally just a gigantic baseball field.
Yeah.
There's more baseball. It's their number one product export are Major League Baseball players.
Dude, we should go to an Angel game together or something.
I'm a Dodger fan, but yes.
I would go to the Dodgers too. I think going to live baseball games, they're the funnest. Yeah.
I'm obsessed. I don't drink anymore, so that takes a little bit off of that. But I'm a sober baseball fan.
You could get the big ass hot dogs though, and be like,
Yeah. Hot dogs are open heart surgery survivor, so hot dogs aren't the greatest menu.
Okay, the nacho cheese. You know what I mean? Take me out to the game, Geoffrey. Gosh.
Peanuts. I got the peanuts. I can do the peanuts. I mean, so non-alcoholic beer in here, actually.
Oh, nice. Even if there was alcohol in it, I wasn't going to judge.
Can't say that there probably wasn't in one of our podcasts. May have to take the fifth on that one.
Okay, so back to the baseball stuff. So
yes, sir.
Okay, so you flew over this baseball field.
Yeah, well, all the like the Yankees and the Dodgers, they all have facilities there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then the professional games are really interesting. I went to one. It was pretty amazing.
Do you think that if you weren't an actor, you would baseball be something? Hold
That's
on,
always a blower.
my gardener's here. Let me go shut my doors.
I hear that.
1 second.
Yes. Yes. Gotta love the blower, the famous blower. Slowly we wait, step by step. So we have a choice here of a cherry Jolly Ranchers. Or do we go with the blue? I'm still confused by the blue Jolly Rancher. And this is watermelon. So we have watermelon, blue, cherry. And the winner is watermelon. This makes it in the podcast. I probably really sucked. And we're unwrapping. And we're popping in the mouth. Very, very watermelonish. Actually, just tastes like sugar. Sugar with an essence of watermelon. La 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 la. It's a pretty day at the beach. There seemed to be a lengthy negotiation with the gardener. That was a very lengthy negotiation with the gardener. And
Sorry,
lengthy negotiation
Geoffrey.
with it. No, not at all. I actually had a tutorial with your audience on the different flavors of Jolly Ranchers.
Oh,
So yeah,
I'm
so
very interested into this.
yeah. No, you'll see it. You have it. You have it recorded.
Oh,
It
okay.
came down to either blue raspberry, watermelon, or cherry. And blue raspberry, I don't understand. So
I like
It was-
blue raspberry.
I know your generation does. It was an added flavor. It's not an original. So I don't.
But it's not. What
No.
about grape? Everyone loves grape.
Yeah, grape is the original. Grape is the. I probably am already empty on the grape at this point. So it means we're getting towards the end of the bag.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh my god. And then green apple when I was growing
green
up.
apple's good.
Everyone loved green apple. And I remember I was like, why don't they make a red apple?
Ah,
You know what I mean?
very good.
Like we're being on the form of racism now, like why are we hurting Reds' feelings?
Yeah,
You know?
probably because they were red in those days meant communist. That
Yeah.
They were reds.
Well,
But now they
I-
probably will have a red. They'll have like a MAGA cherry stick.
maybe, but I've heard because everyone was scared of red because like I heard this story where
The
like
red dye thing?
yeah.
No, because the cherry is as red as you get, so the red dye thing doesn't hold up.
Oh, not for Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah, look how red that is. Come on, that's red.
It looks like plastic red.
Yeah, I don't think they make the top health food list in America.
Jeffrey, what is your favorite candy? Is it Jolly Ranchers or
Well, I do the Jolly Ranchers just because it's a kid growing up. I'm a chocolate guy. I like a Baby Ruth bar. It's strange. I like $100,000 bar. That's strange as well. Snickers if you got to. Reese's is always dependable. And then Jolly Ranchers, and for a long time I was a big Starburst guy as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Also, they added a flavor there too. So yeah, there you go.
even Skittles they have new flavors. Like
Yeah, Skittles
like
is too-
lemon lime, you're like fucking gross. You know what I mean?
My teenagers like Skittles. I don't. It's too intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is like I think everyone says like Reese's is like the best candy. Like they did a vote. They said that that's the
Right.
best candy or whatever. I only like Reese's or Reese's Pieces or whatever Reese's if it's cold.
Right.
You know, like I don't
I do. I
really.
put them in the freezer. I put them in the
Yeah,
freezer. Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
That
Yeah,
you
me too as
got to.
well.
It's the
Yeah,
best.
I agree with you on that as well.
Like
I
room
remember,
temperature, it's fucking disgusting.
I remember the, and I can't remember the wonderful actor's name who won a couple of Emmys on uh on uh on Succession. The British McFadden, something McFadden
Uh-huh.
is his last name. But we were doing Frost Nixon together, and he's actually British by heritage. You know, he doesn't have a British accent on Succession. Um, and he was in his lovely, very, very theatre school voice. He said, "Well, you seem to be very knowledgeable here around the snack table, Mr. Blake. So, could you walk me through the various treats here?" And then, what I was trying to explain the Snicker bar, and he goes, "Oh yes, we call that a Mars bar." I go, "No, we have a Mars bar, but it's not anything like." You're right. Your Mars is a Snickers, but our Mars bar is not like a Snickers at all. And very rarely are you actually going to find a Mars bar. So
They don't. I
yeah,
don't think they make them that much anymore.
I don't know. They
Yeah.
do in England. Yeah.
Oh my god. And then I'll tell you what the worst candy bar is, Jeffrey.
Yes.
Milky Way. I don't get
It's
that.
it's Snickers without peanuts.
Yeah, it's like, huh?
So
What?
it's basically, it's got no nuts, it's got no balls.
It's yeah, it's like a Mounds bar without any nuts or whatever. Like,
Yeah, well, Mounds has got the coconut.
yeah.
So I never understood Mountain Bar either.
Mounds would be better if it was milk chocolate with no coconut.
Yes, agreed.
Like do a little
There's
flipperoo.
no room for coconut in chocolate bars. As far as those are the you know what it is, right? You know what you always know the candy that sucks
Yeah.
when you have kids in particular, because they're always the last thing in the Halloween bag, like a month later.
Yeah, yeah.
Like any neighbor who gives out Whoppers, you suck.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
like you bought it because it's cheap, and or the little dumb lollipops. It's like they're dumb lollipops.
But secretly, do you like the neighbors who gives you that because then it's more Jolly Ranchers for you?
I don't like any of my neighbors, but that's
Uh,
okay. That's a topic for another discussion some other
uh,
day. Yeah.
no, it's so funny because like I don't mean to throw this lady under the bus, but I interviewed Vanessa Estelle Williams yesterday, and I have to
Yeah, yeah.
say Estelle because that's her name. And she was in Candyman, and I told her how Candyman scared me because there's this theory that people will put razors in their candy, you know.
I'm remembering which Vanessa this is just because I think I did a movie with Vanessa Williams.
Yeah, this is Vanessa Estelle Williams, and so
No, I have not.
yeah. So anyway, she's in Candyman, which the whole movie is about like a serial
Candy.
killer who poisons kids with razors and stuff. And I tried to make a joke saying, "Oh, when I was growing up, my mom was like eating a candy, and she's like like before and I was like, what's going on? She's like, there's a she didn't think it was funny, and I was like, this is gonna be the most awkward interview ever.
Yeah, I like to realize that you're doing a podcast with a comic. Let me put a disclaimer up front. Let me once again say, just my profession is I am a comic. Therefore, I say things that sometimes are off color because it's funny. Okay.
Yeah. So
I
I
don't
mean,
know if your publicist warned you about me being a comic.
don't get me started on publicists. Publicists are so mean, dude. Like,
Yeah, I've rarely had them. It's like,
yeah, it's the yeah, man. I mean, luckily, my producer, manager, publicist or whatever, she's very, very nice. But like,
Mhm.
they're just so mean, and it's like, I just don't get how like people feel. Like it's kind of like how like I was telling you before. I don't really believe in celebrity. I believe everyone is all equal, and I believe
I
if
agree.
I believe if you have a team or whatever, like if you Jeffrey had a team, you're the boss of that team. They're not the boss of you. And
Absolutely.
I think publicists and managers kind of get that reverse. Like they think they're the boss of you. You know what I mean?
They think they're your shield to, but like in my experiences with publicists, it's like I don't want a shield. I would like to just be my authentic self, and you know, if people want to talk to me, don't deny them until you ask me because I may want to talk to that person.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't get it. You know, I had an agent recently dump me, and you know, while he was explaining to me, I knew what the call was coming. It was because you know, one of the big agencies merged with another agency, and they were just shedding, you know, people who don't make seven figures.
Uh,
And he said, you know, Jeffrey, so I've tried. You know, all I really got when I pitch you is he's a great actor. And I said, okay, first of all, great actor. I'll take that. That's a pretty good pitch.
yeah.
I'll take that. That's what you're selling me. But you're saying like that's a negative thing.
Yeah.
And then I said, and is that the level of enthusiasm that you're presenting that way? It's like I'm so happy that you're not representing me anymore. Thank you.
Jeffrey, if I was an agent, I would be your best agent because here's what I would do. Like, let me
I
do a
want to
little.
hear it.
Okay.
Pitch me.
Okay, I'm gonna pitch you. All right. So let's do a little role play exercise.
Okay.
You're a studio actor. Studio. You're the guy who signs the checks. I'm the agent.
Yeah.
All right. Hey Jeffrey. Coincidentally, I think you got this movie role for one of my clients. He's also a Jeffrey. You'd like his work. You know, he was in Forrest Gump and the hit classic Mighty Joe Young. I have his reel here, and I think you should hire him because one, he will do it for half the price. You see, and he'll do it for half the price, and then when the sequel comes, he'll do that for half the price. You know, he's a great actor. You should get him.
How many followers does he have?
Oh, thank you for bringing that up because he has 14K followers, and we're working on getting him more followers. And with this film, we're gonna get that 14K to 17K.
Hmm.
And I will get him to tweet showtimes.
Hmm. I think it's a hard pass. Thank you. What is his name?
Geoffrey Blake.
I just looked him up. He doesn't even know how to fucking spell the name. Okay, no.
Okay. Well, let me just tell my client what you said.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up, Rez?
Hey, Jeffrey, I just got some great news. I got you this amazing part, but apparently Steve Buscemi has an offer, so they want to see what he says.
Okay. Wish Steve well. He'll be great in the part. Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Did they ask how many followers I have?
of course not. They loved you. But it's a tight race with Pulp Fiction, you know, like between you two.
Yeah, well, tell them that Forrest Gump beat Pulp Fiction. Actually, no, that was what. Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right, well, don't worry. Don't let it get to you. If you get it, fantastic. If not, you know, there's more birds in the sea.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm booked on Reza riffs, so it's all good.
All right. See, that's what I would do. Where like, if you get rejection, I would give you positive reinforcement, and I would
just lie to me. Yeah.
but you know, but if it makes you feel any better, Jeffrey, my agent dropped me too for something. But it was like a money thing. He's like, I can't make any money off you because you're not famous. I'm like,
just full circle.
Yeah.
I love my agents now, artist and representative. They're fantastic. Should have been with them for a long time. But some of the old ones, I'll tell young actors. Like, agents, they're like deck chairs on the Titanic.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
like, so that's the truth. And
Yeah.
yeah, and if it's Sigourney Weaver is in every one of them, but uh
Did you ever watch Titanic and be like, where is she at?
no, but I do now, for
Yeah.
sure. She's probably in there somewhere. She's probably
Yeah, she might have a cameo.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
We're getting a lot of good humor callbacks on this. So
Well, no, it's funny because I've been obsessed with Titanic for like the past week because like I've kind of I take certain films where like I like, and then like I watch them and then I kind of go into a huge in debt with them. So I watch them over and over again and I find like the goofs and all that stuff. Like that's kind of how I knew about the whole Billy Zane thing.
it's a great movie. So there's no much anybody wants to disparage it in any way, shape, or form. It's a great movie.
Yeah. You want to hear a Titanic joke I wrote?
I do.
Okay. If it's not funny, we could cut it out. If it's
So you're running this, you're workshopping this.
yeah.
Which is really funny because that was the one thing that Bill Burr like seen behind the scenes of things. It was kind of interesting to see him. Like he said, well, I think he may have even used that word. He said he was going to be trying out some new material tonight. I'm not sure which was it,
But you're one of my best friends, so if you don't like it and you don't laugh, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah,
okay,
we'll
just
work
cut
on
it. Okay. So did you know Titanic was a national tragedy, Jeffrey?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was almost as bad as 9/11.
I don't get the transition there. We'll have to work on that one a little bit.
No, because 9/11 was horrible, but
Yes.
Titanic was horrible for that time.
Yeah,
You know-
that's true. There
So
we
like
go.
that's the joke.
I think my favorite joke I saw in a meme last week was that it said Lincoln went and saw Melania and said that it was the worst experience he ever had in the theater.
He probably said, "I'll take a bullet in the head any day."
Yeah.
But no, that's another thing like that's fascinating. Like now that we're talking about Lincoln and theaters and stuff, can you imagine like if they had actual movies back then and like theaters were kind of like pushed, downward more on the timeline? Like how
Yeah.
like I don't know, like what if Abraham Lincoln became a movie star like Ronald Reagan? You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm
You
not
could be a really bad, horrendous reality TV star
exactly.
and become president.
Exactly. But like what I'm saying is like what if like, you know, we YouTube George Washington on the biggest link or something. You know what I mean? Like it would just be crazy, you know?
Yeah, we're gonna do a reality show about river crossing with George Washington.
Or they live stream the Titanic. You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know. Well, Jeffrey, I have two more questions. I want to respect
Okay.
I want to respect your time.
I'm unemployed, so I got all kinds of time. No, I'm kidding. I just finished a movie, thank goodness.
Ah, cool. What is your favorite book that you've read that you would like to see on a screen?
Well, it never will happen, but I've always wanted to see Catcher in the Rye on the screen. The Salinger estate will never let that happen. So actually, just self promotion. There's a book called 17 Stone Angels that we've been trying for years. That I wrote with my wife Marcia. We wrote an adaptation of it for Tom Cruise's company, Cruise Wagner. That Robert Towne, the screenplay writer of Chinatown, was going to direct. That was a
Wow.
novel called 17 Stone Angels. It's a great script. Lou Diamond Phillips wants to direct it. And we are in all kinds of, it's owned by Skydance now, which was Paramount. So it's marred in so much turnaround kind of money that to get the rights would be very difficult, to get our own rights to our own script back. But that would be the one I'd really want to see, because it's a fantastic script. So
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when you get the rights back to it, yes, I will make a cameo for you. I'll be
you got it.
I'll be
How's
one
your
of
how's
the-
your how's your Spanish?
Oh, gracias. Hola. Huh? That's all I need. And then my last question for you, Jeffrey.
Yes.
Actually, I have two more questions. This one's
Okay,
kind
you
of
got it.
this
You're
one's
double
kind of
Jeopardy here.
yeah. This one's kind of a joke question. Do you need a new assistant? Because I'm free. Okay.
I've never had an assistant. I can't
Okay.
afford an assistant. I remember when I was doing I think it was House, the show House.
Huh.
And we went to the table read, and I was sitting, that was show. It was wonderful Hugh Laurie, and then all the rest of them were all these very young actors who played as like trainees or associates, whatever they were. And I don't know what season they were on at this point, but I was sitting next to this one actress. I had no idea who any of them. They were really young, but it wasn't her. It had her name placard. There was somebody sitting in that seat. I said, "Well, who are you?" And she goes, "I'm her assistant."
Wow.
And I said, "You're her assistant? How much do you get paid?" And then I go, "Okay, forget this guest. I want to be her assistant."
Yeah.
It's like, what do you need an assistant for exactly? When you're a series regular at that age, you show up, they pick you up, they feed you, they take care of you, they clothe you, they take you home, and they do the next thing the next day. What do you need an assistant for?
Yeah. That's true. But
Yes.
but like assistant jobs, they're the hardest because I mean, I agree with you, but also they're the hardest because you have no idea like how crazy people are. Like,
But yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Like I mean, Norm was my best friend, but like he would send me to Starbucks 1,000 times a day, and he would never drink his Starbucks.
I need a Starbucks.
Yeah,
Maybe if I need a Starbucks, maybe I'll talk a little faster.
Yeah, and he would never drink it, and it's like it came to a point.
Now we know why all the Starbucks are closing down.
Right.
Because Norm passed away.
Exactly, maybe. But like it got to the point where I put him in the fridge, and then like because I was thinking smart with my Asperger's, I'm thinking
Cold
why?
latte.
Yeah, why am I driving 5 miles back and forth in L.A.?
You just heat it up.
I just heat it up. I figured that out after like the 5 months into this. But
I love that. I literally, because I've been sober now for a little bit, but I literally like, I drive by my local little liquor store that was walking distance from where I live, and I kind of go, I sure hope they're not going out of business because of me.
that'd be great. All right, Jeffrey. Now my last question for you.
The last question of the last question. Triple Jeopardy. Here we
Yeah.
go.
This is the serious last question.
Yes.
Have you ever painted, and if so, what type of paints do you like to do?
I have painted. I was trying to see if I have one in here, which I don't. I paint a specific. It seems like it may be a self-portrait a little bit, but it's not. I paint this specific guy, and he has his mouth open, always in shock, like this, and he has the coolest dreadlocks.
Oh my gosh!
And I've painted him on so many different materials. I painted him on wood. I painted him on canvas. I've painted him on walls. My younger son, hang on, I'll show you. My younger son, who's a surfer, skateboarder, snowboarder, all that. See, he's a graffiti artist.
Nice.
Yeah, so he has his tags and things all over the place. And so that there's definitely his biological father is a very famous painter. So grandfather.
Yeah.
I'm the
Really?
biological father. Yeah.
So your grandfather was a very
Not
famous
mine. No, my grandfather. My grandfather was is in the Hall of Fame of lacrosse. He's considered the greatest lacrosse coach ever to coach the game.
Wow.
And my father is considered one of the greatest lacrosse players to ever play the game, and they were the Avery Blakes. My grandfather coached the only Olympic lacrosse team, the Berlin Olympics, so he met Hitler.
Whoa, what was that like? Did he ever tell you?
I never. He was not a very talkative man.
Oh,
But my father. There was a very famous All Star game.
yeah,
There was an NC2A All Star game, and Jim Brown, the greatest running back football player, Cleveland Browns. Jim Brown also became the big movie star. You know, the Prison
yeah,
Break movies and all that. So
yeah.
the activist Jim Brown. I met him at the St. Jude's benefit. And I walked up to him and I said to him, "Excuse me, Mr. Brown, I believe you played lacrosse for my grandfather and with my father."
Yeah.
And he said, they have the same name, Avery Blake Jr. and Avery Blake Sr. So if anybody wants to Google and see who they are, he said, "Oh yeah, the Avery Blakes. Yeah. Let me tell you something about your dad, son. It's great." He goes, "Let me tell you something about your dad, son. Second greatest lacrosse player ever."
Oh,
And probably true.
yeah.
James Brown, he was a spectacular actor.
Oh my God. That's the best place to end it. A great story
Well,
like
there you
that.
go. That'll be in the book.
All right, Jeffrey. Well, the folks can follow you on Instagram. I think you're.
Jeffrey underscore Blake. I
All
don't know
right.
why it is that, but why not? My whole life has been underscored anyways. It's Jeffrey underscore Blake.
And then they could get a cameo from you. You're on Cameo.
I am on Cameo. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it's under Gump Batty or something like that. I think that's the name of the guy. You know, yeah. Send me my $26 so I can do some ridiculous thing for you. Last week I did something where I it was an RIP for an office homing pigeon. I kid you not.
Really?
It's like, yeah,
Oh
a
my-
homing pigeon died for an office, and they wanted to have a celebration of him.
You gotta share this. What'd you do? What'd you say?
It was kind of a comic spoof, and I don't know. I just went, "I can't believe he died, and he was just such a reliable pigeon." And they wanted it to be Gump like as well. So I go, "It's just the streets and that lion son of a bitch pigeon owner." And then I finally said, and then I think I said, "R.I.P. Rest in pigeon,
Yeah, that's great.
rest in pigeon." Yes.
I would have said something totally ridiculous. I would have been like, well, the good news is the pigeon did not die on the Titanic. All right.
So you're telling me he's a homo pigeon? Wait, not to judge, but.
All
Anyway.
right, Jeffrey. Well, I love you.
Dude.
I love you, man, and
When are you performing next?
I'll text you and let you know. But I want you to know this, and the folks at home.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, and I'm very grateful that you are in my life. I love
too,
you.
buddy. And
I love you
we're
very
gonna
much.
No, I'm the other guy, which you're going to produce, and we're going to get our own a podcast together there, and you'll be my you can be my Ed McMahon on that one.
Okay, cool, awesome.
He'll be that'd be fun actually.
We'll
And
get
then-
Cusack on.
I'd like to meet John. I met him,
Yeah.
like I said,
Yeah.
I met him briefly once on a set.
He's my best friend. He dropped the restraining order. He emails me.
Drop the restraining order. That's a great name for a podcast.
Yeah.
Drop the restraining order. And did you ever perform down here at this Hermosa Beach Comedy Club here in Volleyball?
Never.
Yeah, I haven't never been to it, so
We should go in together, and I could pitch you. I could be like, this is Geoffrey Blake.
We can just go up on stage together.
Yeah, that'd be
Just
great.
start talking. Who's the kid I like? Is it Matt Rife? Is that his name?
But yeah, I like Matt.
The guy who just he doesn't really have an act. He just gets up and talks to people in the audience. And
Yeah,
he has
yeah.
great reactions, and he's charming as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could do that. I think I would probably be better without an act.
Yeah, but to be fair, Matt actually does have an act. Like
Of course, I see it in a one-person show for sure.
Yeah,
But
he's
when he gets up
super.
at a club,
Oh no, yeah,
club,
because people like the heckler.
yeah, he just.
But he's actually a great stand-up. Like if
Yeah.
you just see him without being heckled, he's so funny.
Yeah, and and life is really hard for him the way he looks too.
Yeah.
He's such an unhandsome dude. Jesus.
Well,
I mean, Bill Burr is more handsome.
yeah. All right, Jeffrey. Well, I love you, buddy, and this was fun. And
Always.
I'm about to text you once we head out. So I'll
Right,
talk to you
and
soon.
that-
All right, guys, that was the episode with Geoffrey Blake. Subscribe, rate, review, tell a friend, or tell an enemy. We'll see you next week on Reza Riffs.